Radha Swami, I have the privilege to introduce tonight Mr. Krishan Babani, who is going to give the discourse, and hopefully the same pattern will follow as last night. Mr. Babani is Master's Secretary on this tour, and is also the Secretary of the Bombay Sangat. Krishan Babani.
Radha Swami. Before I commence Satsang, I would like to say that the essence of Santmat, what it is. Point number 1, that there is God who created the universe and whatever the scientists know and do not know. Number 2, no human being in this world is permanently happy. He is always avoiding pain and seeking pleasure and joy and happiness. But he is unhappy. Number 3, he will only be happy when he attains union with the Lord, God Almighty, or whatever name you give that power. Number 4, that Lord is only available to the human beings, no other species. And he is available or can be attained only within the human body. Last but not the least important, this he will be able to do if he is fortunate enough to meet a perfect master, a murshid, a guru, who is experienced, who himself has attained the Lord. This is the essence of Santmat. Now I am taking a verse from Adi Granth or Granth Sahib. Bhai Pirapat Manukh Dehuriya Gobind Milan ki eh teri badiya. Guru Nanak says, O man, you have now been blessed with the human body. This is your privilege and your opportunity to meet the Lord or attain union with Him. We will now see why Nanak calls this body a precious body. In the universe, there are 8,400,000 species. Among them, man is on the top. Why he is on the top? Because in this life, in human body alone, which is the gateway to God, he can meet the Lord in human body alone. Number two, every minute, every second, every moment, this body is being consumed by time. We have our watches, we have our clocks. We hear tick, 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 tick. This each tick takes away a part of our life, however small. We see, hear and read men being dead by heart failure, by cancer, by various other diseases. When a man dies, he receives no warrant, no summons, no warning. In fact, we, all of us, are in a queue heading towards death. But we do not know whose turn is next. Our human body is like a sinking ship. Those colossal steamers, when they sink, they do not sink in a moment. Some of them, they take months. Similarly, every moment that is passing away, the steamer of our life is sinking. When we say, this is my 50th birthday, and we enjoy the birthday occasions, make merriment, invite friends, etc., etc. A Muslim mystic says, I laugh and wonder these worldly people who are happy when their birthday comes. They never realize that a part of their life is gone. It is an occasion which is very serious and is worthy of thought. In fact, we should introspect that so much of my life is gone. Have I attained the purpose, the object for which I have come in this world? This body has not been given to us for accumulating wealth, for enjoying pleasures of senses, for having children, and for sleeping. These animals also do. What would be the difference between us and the animals? They have no sense of discrimination, while we have it. We have been sent here for a specific task, a certain task, but we are not doing that task. If Master asks one of his disciples, you go to Hong Kong and deliver satsang there. The man returns after staying there for a fortnight, and Master asks him, did you deliver satsang at Hong Kong? He says, sir, I have purchased valuable perfumes. I have purchased precious silks. I have purchased electronic gadgets. But Master says, the task for which I have sent to you to Hong Kong, have you performed that? He says, no. So his going to Hong Kong is useless. It is a waste, because he does not perform or carry out the orders of the Master. Similarly, when we say these things, the people of this world say, who says our life is useless or our life is a waste? We have gone to the moon and are going in the depth of the very origin of the universe and human life. We have progressed in biology, astronomy, astrology, anthropology, jurisprudence, etc. and etc. But the saints say, is that the purpose of your life? In this world, and today's world especially, we think deeply. We think on all the problems that confront us, but we have never thought from ourselves a question of questions. Who are you? And whence have you come? And what is the object of your life? Are you fulfilling that object or not? This we never do. Let me put in other words, a certain king was pleased at a certain man, and because of his pleasure, he gifted that man with a golden sword. The man was very happy because of the honor conferred on him. When he came home, in course of time, he was using that golden sword for cutting tomatoes and chilies and onions and potatoes. Instead of using a knife worth $1 or half, he was using that golden sword for that purpose. This is exactly what we do. This precious life we are wasting away in accumulating something which shall not accompany us. we do not remind ourselves of the fact that we were born and logically we must also die. The moment we come in this world, we are approaching death from that moment. This body is a biological entity like a flower. It grows, it flourishes, it is a bud, it is a full blossom, and gradually it withers and perishes. Therefore, we must take a warning. A mystic says, if you love eternity, value time. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow cannot be assured. Only today is thine. But we must take heart. Whatever is gone is gone. It is not yet too late. Now, we often postpone, those of us who are initiated by the Master, we say, well, I have now received the Naam or the word. I am still young. My hair are not yet grey. Let me enjoy life and the pleasure of life. When I take pension or retire from my business or from my office, I will devote myself wholeheartedly in meditation. There is nothing so senseless as that. The death takes away the young and the old. Anytime and without warning. So how can we say that our grey hair will come and we will grow old and we will have time, then we will meditate? A certain man wanted to take bath at the beach. The waves were of course there because he was on the beach. But he did not take bath. He says, when all these waves are placid, the sea is tranquil, then only I will take bath. Now the sea will never be tranquil and the waves will always be there. Whoever wants to take bath, he has to take bath while the waves are there, while the sea is not tranquil. So no postponement in Santmat. Only today is ours. As I said, yesterday is gone, tomorrow cannot be assured. If we take no warning, then it is up to us. When the time comes, we repent, we cry, we say so many things within our mind. When a man dies, his time of death comes. His bank balance is of no use. His mind does not go there. His wealth and his property is of no use. The wealth that he collected or hoarded after doing so much work, hard work, day and night, by fair and foul means, is no more his. And when the doctors say the man is going to live only for 36 hours, the relatives and the friends or the children or the wife or the husband They will say, ask from him whatever you want. There will be no time. Where are the keys of the vault? Where are the keys of the safe? Where are the share certificates? Where is this? Where is that? While the man is dying. The man who gave all his life and worked hard for his children, for his family, now is being ignored. Now this is the real picture of us. This does not mean, according to Sant Mat, that we should live a life of recluse, renunciate the world. No. According to the principles of Sant Mat, we have to live in this world, perform all our duties towards the wife, towards the husband, towards our children. Whatever our duty is, we must perform that duty. Doing all these things of the world, we are supposed to give some time to the Lord, to His devotion, in His remembrance. If for not other reason, for the reason of thanksgiving. When a friend gives some present to another, we tell him, many, many thanks, I am deeply grateful to you, thankful to you, indebted to you. Have we ever felt like this in respect of the Lord? The Lord who has given us the body, the health, the wealth, and so many other gifts of life. Ask a blind man, what is the value of eyes? Ask a lame man, what is the value of legs? These are all God's gift, which we have never appreciated. We have never thanked for. Now, the Lord doesn't want from us thanks in words. So many words. No. He says, I will accept your thanks in the form of meditation. We remember everything, but not the Lord. Everybody is ours, but Lord is not ours. Our mind doesn't think so. We have completely forgotten Him, and we remember everything that is not Him. That is the real position. Therefore, in Sant Mat, we are supposed to perform all our duties. A mother towards his children, a father towards his children, a wife towards her husband, a husband towards her wife, his wife and children. Dutifully, we have to go through this world, never forgetting one thing, that the golden sword is not to be used as a kitchen knife. That golden sword, because it is given by the King of Kings, therefore it must be respected, valued, and used accordingly. और काज तेरे कितै न काम मिल साध संगत भज केवल नाम. He says, any other thing, all your actions, your activity, your performances, your acts, your works, is useless fruitless will bear no fruit. This is a very important statement. Everything except the remembrance of the Lord is sowing the seed of future lives. There is only one thing that liberates, that gives salvation, that cuts at the roots of attachment, that enables us to go out of the cycles of birth and rebirth, and that is meditation. He says any other thing that you do is a seed for future life. Means the future life is going to come. Our past was based on our desires, our attachments, and our worldly activities, and our love for the creation, not for the Creator. And our future lives also depend on this fact, how much time or how sincerely or how heartily or how devotedly we perform or we dedicate some time in the remembrance of the Lord in terms of meditation. So the Master says, no other thing is going to liberate to you. This does not imply that we should not do things of the world. I have said before that we must perform all our duties, but this fact we must bear in our heart, that these things, none of these things are going to liberate us. We must do them. Nevertheless, when we meditate gradually and gradually and gradually, when our love for the Lord and the Master grows, and we enjoy the inner bliss and peace, then our love and attachment for the world will gradually decrease. There will come a time in our life when all love will be concentrated to the Lord. You know, sometimes we have a thread and a needle, and if the thread has few fibers out, we will not be able to put the thread in the hole of the needle. All the fibers are to be in one point, then only the thread will go in the needle. Similarly, when all our love and affection is given to the Lord, He owns us, and He will say, here is a man who has surrendered his entire self and his possessions to me. Lord doesn't want anything because He is the Creator. Everything that we have belongs to Him. But a devotee who completely and totally surrenders himself to Him, the Lord also gives up Himself unto him. And these are saints, these are mystics, these are God-men. Therefore, from their experience, we learn that it is not too late, that we change our direction from the creation to the Creator. And the Master says, Mil sad sangat bhaj keval naam. What should you do? He says, go unto the company of the saints. If we want knowledge, education, expertise, we have to go to schools, colleges, and universities. If we are in a warm place, we go to high altitude, to hill stations. When we want to enjoy fragrance and freshness, we go to the garden. If we want jewelry, we go to jewelers, not to leather merchants. If we want provisions for our home, we go to the provision store, not to the coal merchant. But if we want God, we must go to the shop of the saints, the mystics, the God men, the holy men, who have been sent by the Lord for this purpose only, to awaken us from deep slumber. I would say not slumber but coma. When a man is in slumber, we call him by his name. He gets up, he awakens. But masters have been coming from the past aeons of time, giving the same message, giving these facts of life. But we are in such a deep coma that we don't hear him. We don't awaken, we don't rise. Therefore, he says, if you want the Lord, if you want to enter the kingdom of heaven, go and search for a perfect master. If you are fortunate to see him and meet him, beg of him to bestow you naam, or the word, or the shabd, or the kalma. Such masters will never charge for this. No money, nothing in cash or kind, because they are the givers. They come from the great giver, the Lord, and they are the givers, they never take. They are only interested in one thing, that I will awaken and arise the marked souls, the marked sheep, and take them back to their origin, their true home, where eternally bliss and joy is there. So, he says, after the master bestows you naam or initiation, what you should do? Saranjam lag bhavajal taran ke janam birtha jat rang maya ke. He says, after you receive initiation, dedicate yourself to this one work, to this one task, to this one action, meditation. It is true that meditation is not easy, and we don't like it because there is no taste. When we meditate and try to focus our mind here, it is boring. Neither it is saltish, nor it is sweet, nor it is sour and sweet, nor it is bitter. It is tasteless. But then, after some time, when we pass from this dry stage towards that next, it will be joy. it will be bliss. And when we enjoy it, we will not try to look to the sensuous pleasures of this life. The mystic says, "Wo ras ava, ye ras nahi bhava." Says, if you enjoy that nectar that is within, you will never look towards these things, the things of this world, no. Because that joy is superior. Cannot be described, cannot be written, because we have no example to give. The highest joy that is there in this world, there is 10,000 times that when we enter the threshold of the first stage within the Sahams Dal Kamal, and that joy is constant. The joys and pleasures of this life are transient, short-lived, ephemeral, and often on the decline. But the joy that we get from going within and contacting the Nam and Shabad ever increases and increases and increases. That color never fades. It intoxicates. The man becomes guru intoxicated. The man becomes Lord intoxicated. We are all intoxicated, but intoxicated with the worldly things, the pride of possessing them and enjoying them. This is our intoxication. But those who take to the path and devote themselves and go within are also intoxicated. But that intoxication is divine love that never diminishes and ever increases. So that is our duty. If we do not do that, the Master says, Janam birtha jat rang maya ke. Maya is an Indian word, which normally people think that it means money or wealth. It does mean money and wealth, but it means much more. Maya means that which is illusion, which we can see and touch, yet it is not. Today it is, tomorrow it may be not. Today, an elderly lady aged 70, when she was aged 17, the sweet 17, that sweet 17, after so many years, has become aged. The color of the hair have changed, wrinkles have appeared on the face, the eyesight is dimmed, the physical energy is on the decline, that speed of walking is no more. This is Maya. Once it was sweet 17, and now it is 70. After 125 years, none of us will be here, because it is all Maya. This Satsang or this hall, 100 years back, 100 years ago, this place was what I do not know. and maybe 500 years hereafter, this continues to be Satsang or something else. Nobody can say. So everything in this world changes. It is undergoing change every moment. Therefore, it is Maya. It is sugar-coated, but is a poison of A class. We love it. We hug it. We are prepared to do anything for it. But the ultimate result is that we have to bid goodbye to it, nilly-willy, whether we like it or we do not like it. Our ancestors, our grandfathers and fathers, whatever they accumulated, nobody could take away anything. And we are not special. Same will be our fate and our condition. Let us take note of it. Therefore, the Master says, beware of this power, the Maya. It is very, very attractive. But those who have it are also miserable, and those who do not have it are also miserable. To relate an incident in a city like Johannesburg, a certain city, in certain big restaurant, a man sat on the chair and ordered for something to eat. After a few minutes, a second man came and also sat on the chair but on the same table. And they started talking together. After another few minutes, a beautiful, charming woman entered the restaurant and occupied chair and table little far away. Not the first man, but the second man, when he saw her beauty, he was deeply affected. And he said, there will be no peace in my life unless I have that woman with me. The first man was already sitting in the restaurant. He told him, okay, when you allure her, when you entice her, let me know. He said, how are you concerned? The man said, she is my wife. When I married her, the moment I have married her, my peace of mind is lost. So, this is Maya. Those who have it also do not have peace of mind. And those who do not have it also have no peace of mind. जप तप संयम धर्म न कमाया, सेवा साधन जान्या हर राया, कहो नानक हम नीच कर्मा, शरण परे की राघव शर्मा. Now at the end of the verse, a disciple says, O my Lord, I have done no penances, no austerities, I have not gone to pilgrimage stations, I have no virtues, I have not done my duty towards you, nor have I entertained your holy men, your mystics, your saints, nor have I served them, nor have I surrendered myself to them. O my Lord, Yet I pray you, I bow down before you, I prostrate before you. Do not see my worthlessness. Do not see my shortcomings and my imperfections. Accept me as I am and keep my shame for not devoting my life to you. Protect me, O Master, from the evil forces and accept me unto thy feet. I throw myself, take refuge unto you. Kindly shower grace on me and accept me. Radha Swami.